What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy BALLINAIN'TEZZY, and today we got
Jay.
And we're basically giving our today we're going to be going to go see. Today's the day, everyone. We're going to be going to, we're going to go see Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I might need a minute after I go see this movie from the reviews we've been getting.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we're gonna go see Supergirl, and we're just giving our thoughts before we go see the movies, and then we're gonna post another video and giving our at a theater review, and basically just being like spoiler free, or well, no, it's Sunday, so people had more than enough time to see this movie, so we will probably throw in some spoilers so we can actually talk about it.
This movie hasn't been out for a week.
Well, normally the YouTubers that I see, they give people like 2 days or 3, until Sunday.
That's a fair point.
But other than that, we're just basically gonna give our theaters before. We're gonna give it like a before and after type of thing. And this is a before video. I am more than excited to go see this movie because we haven't gotten a Supergirl film since the 90s or whatever, and so
84
since 1984. And I'm really excited to see Millie Alcock. She looks great as Supergirl. She actually looks like Supergirl, whatever, from the comics, especially from the Woman of Tomorrow comics, which this movie takes inspiration from. I'm excited, but I'm also kind of worried because the YouTubers that me and Jalen watch or whatever, they've said that they're basically saying that it's not bad, but it wasn't good either. And they was just like, they just weren't it wasn't like as exciting as you would get out of a movie or whatever. Like the way that we enjoyed seeing Spider-Man and Toby and Andrew coming back on the big screen and them swinging together, and or Man of Steel, and he was doing all these aura-forming moments or whatever, the way the crowd reacted to that, and Paul Walker's death or whatever in the movies, and everybody just clapping and all that. They said they didn't feel that type of energy, that exciting energy in this movie. So, Jalen, how do you think the movie's going to be?
I heard it's kind of it's entertaining, it's got good action sequences and stuff, but I hear that it's bland. I hear that Jason Momoa and Millie Alcock, they do good as their roles, but I hear that's really it. So I am concerned that this movie will be lacking.
Yeah. We also did hear that they said that Jason Momoa pretty much carried the entire movie with his acting, and I'm just like, no, that's even worse.
Superman, I liked Superman.
Right.
I thought that it was a little goofy at times, and that Superman was kind of weak in the movie. They were beating them up too much. Would you agree?
I do agree. When it comes to superheroes that have godlike abilities like Homelander and Superman and Supergirl and Omni-Man and everything, I feel like you need to have good. I feel like they should have combat experience of we'll just have good hand-to-hand fight combat or whatever. That way they'll know how to fight and defend themselves just in case they ever do lose their powers, which they have countless times in all the shows and movies that we've seen of the characters. And every time they lose their powers, they're always getting their behinds handed to them. And that's why, don't even get me started in Superman Returns when Lex and his gang was beating the crap out of Superman.
That was better though, because at least because we saw some powerful moments with Superman, he at his greatest, and then just Lex got the upper hand for a little bit.
But I feel like if he had hand-on combat and you had to fight like Batman or something, you know what I'm saying? They would have been. It's
just in 2025, it just felt like he kept getting his behind handed to him.
2025. Yeah, it did feel like he got
And if you argue the whole monster fight, when the monster that was small and then got bigger, I'm the Justice Gang helped him though, so it don't really count.
Yeah.
So.
But Tyler Hoechlin, Superman and Lois, he might have gotten even when he got infected by kryptonite, he'd get back up and he'd work through and he'd still fight them down. There's this one scene in the show where he went up against the soldiers or whatever. Yeah. The soldiers were trying to apprehend him, but Superman was just taking them all down one by one. He was trying to fight off the effects of it, and he just pulled through. That's why I like Tyler Hoechlin, Superman, the most. And
so with Supergirl, what I heard is that they took a little bit a chunk of this movie out, and
yikes, and that's a yikes.
That's a big yikes, because it's why did you take it out? Because sometimes you take stuff out and you realize, oh, maybe this could have actually helped the movie,
and they're not doing extended cut movies like they used to do back then. But
so the question is, was it too goofy? Superman, it had its goofy moments, but was it too long? did it have too much goofy scenes, or was it just a drag, like an unnecessary scene, or like?
Because I mean, some people don't like sitting through movies that long, but it's just like Avatar is literally like about 4 hours, so it's just like the last one was at least 3 or 4 hours.
In my opinion, longer movies are usually better. They usually do better.
I prefer longer movies because I was very intrigued with all of the long movies. Like Avatar, like I said, I'll just use Avatar. Or whatever.
Like Avatar is never boring. I still haven't seen the third one, which is on Disney Plus now. If you didn't know, but no, like I watched Avatar 2, and that movie was 3 hours.
It was like 2 hours, 3 hours.
And I was never bored. Like that movie was entertaining. Actually, like I'll watch it again. True.
Yeah, and so for Supergirl, like it's like about like what, an hour at least, and I'm just it's really it's just like James, like like DC fans are saying, James Gunn needs to wake up or whatever.
He needs
to
lock in.
He definitely needs to lock in. I mean, I'm so far I like the suits that they have. You know what I'm saying? I like how he's listening. He is listening to the fans because fans did have something to say about David Cornsworth's Superman suit and it not being it not fitting him properly. With all the sellouts that we've seen in Man of Tomorrow, and him having the new suit and everything, I'm really excited for. I really kind of like the new suit that David Cornsworth has, especially with the longer hair and everything. It looks more and more like New 52.
And Lex Luthor suit, like that thing looks comic accurate as heck. Like I'm happy.
Absolutely,
I'm very excited because I'm like, finally we get the exosuit that Lex Luthor wears in the comic book.
And on top of that, we're going to be getting Superman versus Lex Luthor in live action.
Lex Luthor ain't going to be behind, like in his desk, just plotting and having other people doing his dirty work. He's actually going to get his hands dirty. He's going to be
yeah. Like honestly, this is just going to be like I'm really excited for Man of Tomorrow. But I'm telling you, if Man of Tomorrow flops in the box office and
I'm going to lose hope.
Exactly, and if the movie's not good and they cut chunks and they cut like scenes like they're doing with Supergirl or whatever, I'm gonna.
Here's what I think should happen, like especially with Supergirl. Like, I mean, I think they should stop focusing on goofy stuff because I feel like part of the reason is like because Guardians of the Galaxy, they're comedy kind of movies, and I think the Suicide Squad was kind of a comedy. So I think if you stop trying to blend, like you can have your comedic moments, but I think if you kind of focus more on the story instead of just trying to make the audience laugh and just like, I think that they'll hit harder.
Yeah, I'm gonna have hope.
Have hope.
That's what this means. That's what this symbol means. I'm gonna have hope. We're gonna go see this movie, and we're gonna give raw, honest thoughts about the movie when we leave. And I just really hope this isn't a failure like Creature Commandos was.
I don't think that was a flop.
Wow.
Did you even watch that show?
No, I've seen like clips of and stuff on YouTube. I was not happy with what I seen. So, but other than that, I hope the Lanterns don't fail us either.
Lanterns, I'm a little concerned, but like I said, we'll see.
Hold on to hope or whatever. So.
Usually 3 episodes is what it takes to get your honest opinion. Usually, don't trust the first episode. Like the first episode's never really supposed to be.
Well, hold on, because the first few episodes of Daredevil Born Again were pretty good.
That's true, but not all the time. Like I'm trying to think of
Spider Noir was okay too.
Yeah, Spider Noir. I think kind of like I liked the first episode, but I think it did kind of. I haven't finished it, but it took like the first few episodes to kind of start going.
Yeah,
like it was kind of a slow burn.
But other than that, yeah. So I'm just like, yeah. So we're gonna see how this movie goes. And there's another thing. I just want to put it out there. Like I told Jalen, I'm really not happy with how everyone's being like Millie Alcock is not a good looking Supergirl and she's basically ugly and all that stuff. Listen, Millie Alcock, if you're watching this, you're a very beautiful woman. Do not listen to all the haters out there saying what it's probably, if the movie is terrible, it's the way. I'm not gonna like it because of the way that they handled the story of the movie. But I will still accept you and like you as Supergirl or whatever, because it's like, I like you as the character, but as far as the movie goes and the writing, like I said with Amazing Spider-Man, and being like, I like Andrew Spider-Man, but I just don't like how they've written the character. Same with Man of Steel. I'll just like, it'll be the same for you. I still like you as Supergirl regardless.
No hate on you.
Exactly. It's the people that it's the way that it's the writers and everybody that handled it was the problem. But other than that, yeah. So we're gonna go see the movie, and well, I'm ready. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alrighty. So we'll see you guys in the next one, I guess.
Give us our honest opinion.
Peace.